Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next installment of the podcast. If you guys watch the series, it's a YouTube channel, but it's based on paranormal. It's called Paranormal Quest. And apparently, if you guys heard of the show, you've seen the episode, but I want you guys' opinion on this. If you've seen something in the video, let me know. I'm playing this on YouTube on my aunt's phone, but I want you guys to be the judge of it. I think there's something there that happened. So I want you guys to really take a look at this. I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
I'm leaving 3 cameras set up here in the Bentonville school while we leave for an hour, seeing what they pick up. Now, we will say that we're not leaving a camera in the basement, and as you saw when I was down there, the reason for that is because of that water pump. Every 20 to 25 seconds, that water pump will kick on and pump water out from underneath the floor and everything to keep it a little bit dry down there, and plus some water dripping, water falling. It'd just be a nightmare to try and sift through that and figure out whether it's contamination or strange noises.
It would be.
So we're cutting the basement out of abandonment. What we do have is a camera right here in the hallway, pointed right from the door down towards this way. Now, right here, where I'm standing, is where that figure was captured in that picture that we showed you earlier. Also, doors have opened in this hallway, and people believe they see the spirit of a little girl here. So there's also a camera pointed down the hallway towards the gym, and there's a camera inside the gymnasium to see what it captures.
Oh, yeah.
With my favorite motion light pointed at a basketball. So if anyone moves the basketball or moves near the basketball, that motion light will turn on. And we have motion sensors throughout, each with their own unique chime.
Yes. Yes, we do.
So you ready to head out?
I'm ready.
All right. Give them the gumption.
Let's go.
Now, what's going to happen when they leave?
Let's do it. Let me know when you're ready. Put that up.
And I made an estimate about 17
We're
minutes
leaving.
in, they leave.
That's what it sounds
right?
like.
17 minutes later, 26 minutes later, watch what happens. Abandonment incident. Now watch what happens. I want to see if you guys know anything curious about this. Fast forward it. Somebody trigger that motion sensor. Can you guys tell what it is, though? If you guys leave the comments down below. But if you guys want to check the show out, it's called, you guys might have heard of the show. It's, Paranormal Investigators. They have their own YouTube channel. It's very neat, very interesting. If you guys are into that stuff, let me know. But let me know about that video. If you guys saw something or heard some emotion from that tracker sensor when they had that abandonment issue, let me know in the comments down below. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Alright, let me plug my aunt's phone back and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let me know in the comments down below if you've seen anything like that before in your life, or you got some type of apparition to that. Let me know, because that was kind of weird. I mean, something moved. I could see it, but whatever happened through 17 to 26 minutes, something triggered that motion sensor. Now, I am going to go ahead and talk about Alcatraz. Is it really haunted? The thing is about Alcatraz. This is not going to be a long video, so it's going to be a pretty short one today. The thing about Alcatraz is that they say Al Capone was housed there. A couple other thing answers were that knew Al Capone was there, and he died of syphilis inside the prison. But they say Alcatraz is haunted. This ghost still haunts the place where his cell was. And a couple other ghosts that were still there trying to escape Alcatraz are still there today. Let me know in the comments down below, do you think Alcatraz is haunted? It's crazy enough, to say the least, that this is more than whatever it is. So when you think about Alcatraz Island, you think about people that escape the rock. I mean, there's not any other explanation. Maybe you've seen the movie The Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery. Apparently, they say Sean Connery's character escaped Alcatraz Island. But there was some truth to that, because they had about a few gangsters that escaped Alcatraz Island more than anything else. But is Alcatraz really haunted, though, after so many incidents of trying to escape Alcatraz Island? They say the Alcatraz was impenetrable. But where are these guys now? Are they still in LA? Or have they moved? There's a lot of problems with that scenario, with anything else. But is Alcatraz really haunted by Al Capone, a few of the gangsters that died on death row? Maybe. I mean, if they haunt Alcatraz and it's an abandonment area, and they say Alcatraz is haunted, and the city of Los Angeles has a little bit of, I mean, Alcatraz is in between the city of Los Angeles, they're the Golden Gate Bridge. So, you think about that. If you think Alcatraz is well haunted, let me know. Although, even if Alcatraz is haunted to this episode, I would say get an paranormal investigation team in there. Get a ghost hunting team in there. Find out if it is actually haunted. They've done it before, but there has been some proof, but the proof hasn't been found yet. If it was one of the gangsters, or it was Capone himself that haunts the, I mean, if you take a look at his jail cell, he lived like a king almost, to where he saved an inmate's life, and more in a word I know, to where you're saying anything else between that. Now, episode, I'll get into that a little bit when we get this done first. But no, let me know about also if you think Alcatraz is haunted today. Is there ghosts roaming around? Is Al Capone's ghost trying to pay you off? You know, let me know. I mean, there's some actual benefits to anything else, and there is some type of anything else to find with ghosts or spirits or whatever you call them, demonic. You know, there's always a benefactor to where everything happens for a reason. It's fate or faith. And how these people die. They die from diseases, illnesses, but why would they still haunt the place? Because they can't let go of that one place, you know, and it's tough to say. Now, come to the conclusion with that, to where it just so happens, if that happens more than anything else, it just so happens. But no, if the let me know if you're let me know if you know any places that are haunted, like your school or a jail that you used to go to. I mean, our police department that has paranormal activity. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. The problem would be is, could there be any suggestions to the paranormal? Yes. We hunt for a reason. Yes. God knows how many spirits roam the places of us and every place they've been to. because they can't let that place go. You know, it happens with that certain degree. When you think about that, it happens to a certain degree, a certain point of that time factor. This is not going to be a long podcast, so it's going to be a very short episode. Now, number 6 is going to be pretty long. I'm going to have to do some research on something. But I'm going to do something in that episode that I haven't done yet. Is find any haunted places in the maps on YouTube. See if there's any bigger paranormal activities that they have in the past. But let me know in the comments down below about this one. So yes, this is going to be hard to tell because it's more of anything else to where Alcatraz Island could be haunted. It could be the mess hall, it could be the prison, it could be it could be the medical bay to the ward, to the area, you know. Who knows how many places are haunted in Alcatraz? Inside the jail. Could be the cafeteria. Could be the medical center. Could be the warden's office, you know. How many people are roaming around? Is Al Capone still roaming around? I would hate to meet him if he's dead, you know. I would like to talk to him, though, as why did he become a gangster, you know? What was the whole purpose of him becoming a gangster? If I had that opportunity, I would talk to Al Capone in the cell. If his spirit still haunts his cell, I would go right in the cell, sit on that comfy chair of his, and talk to Al Capone for about probably 15, maybe 12 minutes of his time, if he's still in that cell, haunting his cell that he sat in before he died of syphilis. I would like to see that. You know, I would say, Al, why did you do the things you do? Why you started killing people? Why did you hurt a lot of innocent people? What made you become a gangster, you know? You know, that's what I'd like to see about that, if that did happen. So if this really does, so if this thing here with Al Capone, if he's still around in Alcatraz, haunting the place, he could be one of the ghosts roaming around Alcatraz Island. Whether inmates probably on top of it, you know, never know, you know. So, how many ghosts are haunting Alcatraz Island? 20, 30, 40, maybe 100 of them, maybe the whole jail. From the police officers to the inmates are haunting the whole area if they were on death row. Or if they're there for life and died in prison. Let me know in the comments down below, how many ghosts do you think there is in Alcatraz Island? Last time I checked, about a year ago or 3 years ago, almost they could go back in 2002, I think, the ghost hunters on. They counted probably 12 different spirits in Alcatraz last time I checked. And this is before Jason and Graham split to where, and they counted probably about 13, maybe 14 ghosts in there along with Al Capone. And Al Capone makes the 13th or 20. Or the 14th, as I said, you know. God knows how many spirits were there in recollection with Al Capone. You know, if Al Capone still haunts that jail cell, I'll be amazed that he's still around that jail cell. Smoking a Cuban cigar, luxury wine in hand, eating exotic cheeses, you know, something that he likes. You know, this episode's going to be a little bit shorter, but I will make this a little bit longer just for you guys to know. But if Alcatraz is still haunted by police officers, by the guards, by the warden, if that was the guards or warden back then, if he still haunts the place, if Al Capone still haunts his jail cell, let me know in the comments down below about that. And if you think there's still inmates around there, or cops, or wardens, let me know in the comments down below about that. And if you think about this one, I don't think anything happens with Alcatraz Island. And if Alcatraz is haunted, how many of these guys haunt their own jail cell? How many of these guys roam the mess hall, roam the warden's office? How many of these guys are walking around, even if they're dead? I expect that they're haunting Alcatraz Island, it's more of they can't escape the prison torment they have been through. Some people say no one's left Alcatraz Island, no one's escaped from Alcatraz Island. So these spirits are trying to break out of Alcatraz, even if they're stuck in limbo, as they call it. And if you guys ever watched the anime series Death Note, whoever carries the Death Note, and I mean this literally, can't go to heaven or hell. What does that mean for you from the anime series? You know, if you guys have seen Death Note, that's crazy. You know, you can't, if you pick up a Death Note, you can't go to heaven or hell. If there is actual Death Notes in the real world, what would we use them for? Good, evil, you know. There's a lot of possibilities. Back to the topic at hand. If Al Capone is still haunting his jail cell and a few other inmates that try to escape Alcatraz, it's crazy. If that place is still haunted. So, even if that place is still haunted, the haunted places to Alcatraz Island could be 10 to 1 shot that they have escaped. And they say 4 inmates that did escape, and if they're still alive today, kudos to them for escaping. So far, there's been no hide or hair of these guys. And they're probably dead in the graveyard right now. In the cemetery in LA or somewhere, you know. We don't know if they're haunted by it or anything. So we don't know what happens with that area of expertise. A lot of times that happens. You escaped Alcatraz. Good. Kudos. You escaped it. They'll hunt you down, put you back in. A lot of times that does happen. And their sentence is going to be a lot more worse. But no high pair of these guys have been found. Now, with a lot of these inmates that are haunted in Alcatraz Island, from guards to inmates to paranormal investigator has to go in there and investigate. I know it's already been investigated, but they have to investigate further on where this happened. So let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Alcatraz, and if this place is really haunted, even the word might haunt the place. Let me know in the comments if you think Alcatraz is really haunted. It says it's one of the top 10 haunted places in the world, but obviously a couple places I would name off got it beat, you know, if I remember them correctly. But I've been fascinated with the paranormal ever since I was 13 years old. 13. I've experienced it in high school somehow. Long story with that one. Something went right through me, you know, and it just happened, and I got something paranormal happen to me. It could have been my nerves, it could have been something. Something went right through me. And all I felt was cold energy going right through me. I can tell you that another time in the next podcast, maybe. I don't know if that's going to be in episode 6. But apparently this is going to be hard, to say the least, about these guys, that if you have a problem with that, no, if Alcatraz is still haunted by inmates that couldn't escape Alcatraz or wanted to get out of a jail-free card, they're trapped in limbo for all eternity. We try exercising them to where they're saying what happened. So, whatever happens to the whole thing about the paranormal was scary, but let me know what you think about Alcatraz Island. Is it really haunted? Or is Alcatraz really kind of a safe haven for ghosts? Just to show up to where they say, look, this is a free rooming area. We don't care who's in charge. So let me know in the comments down below about that. The other thing I want to discuss before I log off tonight. If you visit the tour of Alcatraz, ask the tour duty officer the question, is the place really haunted? If you go to the tour of Alcatraz Island, ask that question. I mean, that's a very good question. I think it's already been answered probably 100, maybe 1,000 times, but then who knows? But let me know in the comments down below if you think somebody escaped Alcatraz Island, and let me know what you think. So, until next time, Jonathan Vick sign off with the... I gotta remember to write my name down on this. With the horror podcast, let me know in the comments down below. So let me know in the comments down below in the horror podcast. And see what you think about Alcatraz Island. If Al Capone still haunts that jail cell, or does he still haunt the whole jail, where he's trying to rule as a king? So let me know in the comments down below on the horror podcast, my channel. Subscribe to my game channels if you want, but my horror channel would be perfect. So let me know in the comments. And let me know about that video you saw from Paranormal Crew that investigated that hospital. That school that they investigated. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about that. You think there's paranormal there or something demonic? So let me know in the comments down below. You can hook up their YouTube page. Let me know in the comments if you find anything, if you saw something.